You on Facebook Live? Here we are.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Oh, this is so fun to see everyone. I love seeing your faces. Okay, well, this morning is our business chat. Gregory and I are your co-hosts. And what we're going to do today, we get together every Thursday morning to talk about something that's going to support you and your business. So today, what we're going to do is actually talk about the qualifications for the incentive trips. We're going to talk about Cancun, and we're going to talk about the 20th anniversary cruise to the Greek Isles.
How fun is that? We're going to focus on the 20th, on the incentive trips. And to kick off the call, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And let's see here. And I'm going to show you where this is coming from. So hold on just a second. We are back at our favorite training website, liveyoungersuccess.com. And if you go to the What's New section, we're going to click on the What's New section. And thank you, Liz. She added the regional incentive trip information here. So I'm going to click on view all the details. And then all the details for all of the trips is available right here for you.
Hey, Liz.
And here's our focus today is going to be the regional incentive trip to beautiful Cancun, Mexico. And I want to kick it off by just playing this short video. How wonderful is that? Is anybody interested in going to Cancun? Boy, we sure are. And I know a lot of you are. So our topic for this morning is going to be talking about the qualifications for Cancun. You know, before we do that, I'd like to invite a few of you that have been to a LifeWave incentive trip to just share what it's like to have an all expense paid trip to a luxury resort with all your LifeWave brothers and sisters. So just, go ahead, Carol Lee, go ahead, please.
It's like convention on steroids because not only do you get to see all the people that are on the Zooms and spend time with them, but you have more time to do that. It's a very unstructured for the most part, and just not having to pay for it is amazing.
Carol Lee, that woman that was in the goggles looked like you. Her mask.
Maybe it was.
Jumping into the water. It looked like you. It might have been. Yes.
Darlene, you've been on a couple of these trips. What do you have to say? You share.
They are amazing. It just is such a wonderful feeling to get to meet people that you see on these Zooms all the time, make relationships with them, even though they're not in your downline. It's great getting to know people like Carol Lee and Jennifer. There's several people that I've made really good friends with that they're not that close to me in the downline, but we are close friends. And the trips are amazing. You feel so special. And it's just unbelievable. You don't want to miss. So get working.
Thanks. And since you mentioned Jennifer and she was there, it's wonderful to meet all, as Helen likes to say, your LifeWave cousins, your Live Younger cousins. What'd you think about that trip last year? Or was it this year?
It was both. I've gotten to go on a couple, and oh my goodness, my favorite friends in LifeWave are those that I got to bond with just in our own free time in these beautiful places. Kind of no stress experience, because it's an incentive gift. It's not an agenda that's every minute filled every day. So, Darlene, by the way, congratulations on going across the stage. I have 2 or 3 amazing photos of you, so I got to get them to you. But it's just, there's something so valuable about sitting shoulder to shoulder and talking about, how'd you do it? What do you get challenged with? What inspires you? And it's such an intimate setting to do that in. And then meeting the locals and helping them with their, pain management or their headache or their whatever. So to me, I just can't imagine missing a trip. So I got to get my little act in gear here.
All right. Good for you. We'll take one more. Michelle, you got your hand up, and then we'll kind of pass it over to Robin to kind of overview the qualifications, and then we'll do some Q&A.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. I went to Tulum, and I think it was a year and a half ago, and echoing what everyone else has said, and LifeWave does not hold back. I mean, they are so incredibly generous. And I love the convention. I will never miss a convention. However, it's different. It's just different because you're not on a schedule and you can just relax and you're just pampered and you have so much fun. Being on the beach, and Tulum, of course, is Mexico too. So Cancun is going to be beautiful. So that's my share. I'm looking forward to being on a couple of trips this coming year.
Yay, yay, yay. And I said one more, and that'll be Helen. Go ahead. You got
Hi. Yes, I did. Sorry. I just wanted to say, well, if you ever wanted to be a princess or a prince, this was probably the closest thing that you could do to have that experience. But I also wanted to say, you know how awesome it is when we all have the chance to help people with the patches, the results they get. Well, what about the results that you get when your friends are in, Cancun with you or on the cruise ship? Because it's going to be way more fun when you have everybody with you. And it's as rewarding as somebody, like one of my friends on here walked with the cane for years, wearing the patches, no more cane. We all know those stories, but these are great stories too. Somebody who never got to go anywhere gets to go, and it's just as rewarding. You're going to be happy and smiling every minute you're there. And meet great friends. Yep.
Oh, great. Thanks, Helen. And there's one more person I just want to call on. Martin, what do you think about going to, you just got back from Cancun.
It was absolutely lovely. All the pictures that I see in the video, I saw a lot of those things while I was down there. I've done Tulum twice because of other trips to Mexico. This time I actually got to go to Cancun. No, it's not Cabo. You got to switch the 2 letters. Coba, the other Mayan run. And it was just absolutely amazing. Love the beaches, love the water, love the scuba diving, the snorkeling. Just can't wait to go back on the company's bill.
Yeah, I bet it cost you a pretty penny. And this time, if you earn it, LifeWave's going to pay. So we're going to switch now and go into the qualifications and do a brief overview of them. So look at this wonderful thing that, let's see, this is the wrong one. Let's see. This is the, it's the right one. No, it's the right one. So the people in Europe are going to Prague. In Asia Pacific, they're going to Seoul, South Korea. And us North Americans are going to Cancun. So I'll pass it over to you, Robin, and let you talk about these qualifications. Let me get a little bit bigger if I can for you.
Good. Bigger is better.
Bigger is better.
Easier to see.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it wants to expand. So I think
Okay.
we'll just have to work with this.
All right, you want to expand the screen though from the bottom? Oh, good.
Oh, there we go.
You did it.
I did it.
Okay, so we have been, and they did say, although you might not have heard it, that there's 2 incentive trips a year for each region. They only announced the first one. So the first thing to do is make a decision. Are you going for it? and then you need to find out what it's going to take to get there. So first decision, are you going for it? So the qualifications, and then the second thing is to notice the qualification period. It's 4 months. And this is available to everybody. Doesn't matter if you have a rank or no rank, you are welcome to qualify for this incentive trip. Now, if you reach senior director for the very first time, guess what? You qualify. The rest of us need to get points if you're senior director and above. But notice that you
highlight if you drag over.
I don't know how to highlight.
You just
Oh, that way. Okay. Okay. So so this is a really important part of your planning. If you're going for senior director and want to qualify that way, realize that you have to be doing it for the first time ever, senior director, and you have to maintain 6 weeks during the qualification period to attend. Now, they don't have to be consecutive, but realize that this is a 4-month qualification period. And if you're going to wait till the very end, you got to time things out properly. And then you have to stay qualified for those exact 6 weeks. So my invitation to everybody, if you're going for senior director, is to get there ASAP. And then you can have that 6 weeks. Now we are going to ask.
So, because if you wait, I think we discussed this yesterday in the director's call, and I think we figured out that December 15th is the last period that you could qualify, and then you need to maintain it for the next 5 weeks. Okay.
Okay.
So
it's really, really important to start your planning now. And so that gives you qualification. Now, the other way to qualify is, Connie wants to say something. Go ahead, Connie.
One of the questions from yesterday, we did get clarified. We didn't get everything clarified, but one we did was that how, we talked about that there were no points for earning senior director, because if you got there and hold it. But to Carolee's point, if you did it and fell out, you could go back to the points to qualify. And yes, there would be 3 points earned to the person going senior director should they have to fall back to their points.
3, not 5?
Well, senior director, I believe, is 3. Oh, it must be 5. No, it's 3. Look at the bottom.
I am.
No,
director and exec.
Go down to the earning, go down below. 3 points. See those 3 points? That's
okay.
That's what they said yesterday. So just giving you what I heard.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Representative, for our North American Advisory Board.
As far as plane tickets and things like that, right now we're still hearing that for a spouse or anybody else to go with you, you must earn 2 tickets. But that could change. We just haven't gotten the clarification on that. And, we all just said, we're not going without our spouses. So.
It wouldn't. That's part of the fun, is to really take a vacation together.
Right.
Okay. Right. Thank you so much, Connie. So what Connie just brought up is you have an option of earning 1 ticket or 2 tickets. So in the past, it was, if you qualified, it was for 2 people. Now, if you earn 50 points, you get 1 ticket. If you want to take someone along with you, you need to earn 2 tickets. So 50 points. So now you want to take a look at, okay, how am I going to get points? And what's the easiest way for you to earn the points? Because some of you are, brilliant at getting customers. Others are brilliant at enrolling people. You want a combination of all of it, because that'll get you there quicker. So know that you can, when you personally sponsor people, you get points. 1 point for silver, 2 for gold, and 4 for diamond. Well, guess what, honey? We got 4 points yesterday.
Ooh.
We enrolled 2 golds. How fun is that? We're on our way. All right. So then you have, if you get, now notice this, you get 1 for silver, 2 for gold, you get 3 for a PC. And we clarified this when we were in Orlando with Meredith. A PC means any kind of customer. It could be a retail customer, it could be a regular PC or a PC plus. So just keep that in mind.
So it's really enrollment of a customer.
It should say enroll,
any
and they're going to be sending out a document with the refined details and Q&A, because there are some questions like what Connie just handled that came up on the director's call. So just know that, but you know, so if you take 50 divided by 3, how many customers does that mean in the next 4 months? Just play with it and see what you need to do. Rank advancement. Okay, if you personally are going for senior director, you know, you can get some points, but look at this. Manager, you get 2, director, you get 4. And this is what's so beautiful. In the very first, on our trip to, where was it? Was it Tulum? Yeah, it was Tulum. There were people that were there that said, I have no idea how I earned this, because they were just doing business building activities and they earned this amazing trip. And like Gregory said, sometimes some of these people came up to me and said, I have never been in a 5-star resort before. And it was an amazing resort and we had a blast. It was very fun. And it was actually even more fun because the resort was brand new and we were the first group ever and they had some kinks to work out and everyone was such a great sport. We got a lot of good stories, like Dr. Cammie getting stuck in the bathroom down by the pool for 45 minutes, but she was a great sport. So manager 2, director 4, executive director 6, presidential 6, and SPD, you get 8 points. So this is really, really exciting. Now, the other thing is when you help other people rank advance, if they are personally sponsored, then you will get points for helping them move through the ranks too. So my suggestion and invitation, and we've already started this. There's 50. Oh my God, there's a lot going on in the chat. If someone could monitor the chat for me, because I can't do it while I'm talking, and see if there's anything we need to address. So this is the planning phase here. And really reach out. And this is what I've started to do, because remember, in our business, you don't get where you want to go unless you help other people get where they want to go. So my suggestion for step 3, first you decide, then you know the qualifications. What are you going for? And now, you know, you want to take a look at who in your team is wanting to rank advance. So it's not about you, it's about them. Remember, we always want what's best for them. And how do you know? You pick up the phone and you ask. So I'm reaching out to my personally enrolled people, our personally enrolled people, and asking them, are you wanting to go on an incentive trip? If so, which one or ones? And let's break it down and see what it's going to take to get there. So reaching out to your people and then putting a plan together, because this requires a plan. You know, there are some people that will automatically get there because they can't help themselves. And I was just in the back office looking at one of our leaders, how many people had enrolled in his organization in the last 30 days. And I was quite delighted at what I saw there. And I don't know if you've ever seen that, report, but if you go, and I'm not going to go there right now, but if you go into organization and then you go and you scroll down to reps, and then you click on, I think it's second to the bottom, those who have enrolled 1 or more people in the last 30 days, you will get a report, and it will give you quite an amazing amount of information of who's really doing it. And so we have a new member of our team that is, he's cranking. He got 38 new people in the last 30 days. Well, is he going to earn a trip? I bet he will. I bet he will. Okay, so that's how you earn points. Now we're going to take some time. I want to go look in the chat. If you have questions,
you could raise your hand.
Raise your hand or unmute your line. And let's go through what your clarification questions are. And, you know, just right now, oops, Gregory is playing with the computer here. Okay, so who has a question about anything that we covered on the qualifications? Or any kind of comments? Or those of you that have earned it in the past, you know, what kind of planning you did that got you there? You're going to be quiet. Everybody's got it.
Robin.
Okay.
Robin, this is Karen. Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you, sweetie.
I'm driving, so I could not raise my hand. I'm so sorry for the rudeness.
Fine. No. Wait, you can just unmute like you did. That's perfect.
I have a question about qualifying, or about points actually. You know, I signed up a new brand partner, and because of addresses and changing and being in Mexico, I first signed her up with the $25 thing, and then turned right around and signed her up as a silver because that was an upgrade. Does that mean I do not get a point for her?
Okay, if that's a really good question, and I want to bring this to Connie also. If someone starts as a customer, did they start as a customer? Or they just
brand partner, the $25 brand partner. Yeah.
And then they upgrade with a kit. Absolutely.
Yeah, remember, it's because we were sending to the US and then we were sending to Mexico next month. Yeah.
No, if they get a kit and they become one of those, you know, you've got personally sponsored enrollments. Now they have to be a silver, gold, or diamond.
Right. She upgraded to a silver.
Perfect.
Yeah, the upgrades, I just learned the other day that upgrades, it has to be a new enrollment to gain those points.
I think so.
But it was the same day, like within minutes, but it was the $25 thing and then upgraded to silver.
But
that's why I have the question.
$25 is an enrollment.
Right. So I wouldn't get the upgrade, would I?
No.
Yeah, the upgrades in the past, they gave points for upgrades. That's a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was all within like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We just did it because of the address problem.
We might be able to
there's more out there.
We might be able to get an exception. And I just want everyone to know, Gregory and I just celebrated our 5-year anniversary with LifeWave. And when we joined, well, actually when I joined, because Gregory didn't join till later, they had an incentive trip for their 15th anniversary, and it was a cruise. And guess who qualified? Karen O'Neill. So we got to go on that cruise with Karen and a bunch of other people from our team. Actually, there were 300 people on that cruise, and Karen, we got to go together, and it was a blast.
It was so much fun.
It was, and the quote, you know, the photographers are always running around and creating these video clips, and so I did a video for them, and I said, once you go on a LifeWave trip, you don't ever want to miss another one. And those of you that have been, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Now, we have a few more minutes. If you don't have any more questions or comments, we can take a look at the 20th anniversary and cruise to the Greek Isles. And does anyone have any more questions or comments before we take a quick look at that? Okay,
this is Jennifer.
Yes,
and I just wanted to say last week's revisit of John Maxwell's 5 essential everyday essentials has been really, really good for me to sit down and do a little soul search. What are my 5 essentials? And then for my business, really looking at those 5 things that he talks about, and realizing, I'm not that strong in this one area. So it's really, really helped me to go back to John Maxwell's work and make my plan from there, because it feels balanced, it feels doable, and it's super simple.
Okay, Jennifer, that was fabulous. So I don't know if this is going to work, but in the book, what John Maxwell did was, you know, he's been a speaker for many different network marketing companies, and he put together this book called The Power of 5 for Network Marketing. And I went through this book and I was going, this is so great. He interviewed top leaders and he distilled it into the 5 things that successful network marketers do. So the power of 5, every day I will grow because growth matters. I will connect because connection matters. And think about, you know, the daily method of operation weaving into this. Every day I will think successfully because mindset matters. Every day I will lead because leadership matters. Every day I will add value because significance matters. And what Jennifer just said is really, really beautiful, because if we do these 5 things, and I'm doing these 5 things plus my own personal 5, and I hope, we talked about that last time, is what are your 5 for your own personal development? Because he talked about the importance of that. And you know how we talk about, network marketing as a personal development program with a compensation plan. So as Jim Rohn says, and John Maxwell too, work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business, because you are your business. And whatever your growth edge is, it's going to show up in this business. If you do the work, it will reflect in success in your business. I can promise you that from witnessing it and being engaged in it for 20 some odd years now. Anyone else have a comment? Okay, well, let's take a quick look at the incentive trip. Well, it's not an incentive trip. This is the trip. Let's see if I can get there easily. Honey, you want to help me?
What?
Get to the
hit the back button.
Well, it's not lit. Okay. Well, we're gonna while Gregory's finding the qualifications for the cruise, it's to the Greek Isles. That has been on my bucket list. I don't know about you guys. And again, in the past, this is the trip they used to call the SPD trip, but it's different this time. They're making it available for executives and above. You do not need to be an SPD to go on this trip. So if you are not an SPD and you're not a presidential and you're not yet an executive, you can actually become an executive and qualify for this trip, which makes it extremely exciting that it is available for, those that are working. Now, an executive, I just want to identify what it means to be an executive. An executive is someone who is an existing qualified director, has personally sponsored 2 directors, and has 50,000 points in GVU. And if you don't know what GVU is Group Volume Unilevel. What that means, it's the volume that you have produced in your team with your personal volume and the volume from all of the people that you have enrolled and people they have enrolled. It does not include spillover from people above that give you volume below. So we're not going to watch the video. We're
only a minute long.
You want to watch the video?
Let's watch it.
Let's look at the time, honey.
Okay.
I got to leave.
Okay. Oh,
I have to leave.
Okay.
Because every Thursday morning, and you clicked on the video, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I clicked on.
Okay. So let's take a quick look. And I'm not going to go through the existing presidential and senior presidential.
And this is all obviously in Live Younger Success, so you can review in your leisure.
In what's new under Live Younger Success. So to become a new executive director, you qualify to get on this. Now, here again, you want to take a look at the qualification period. It's 8 months. But keep that in mind when you're looking at what you need to do to get there. Because as a new executive director, you need to reach it and maintain it for 16 weeks. Well, that's half of, the 8 months, right? So if you don't qualify sooner versus later, you have to stay qualified at that level. You have to develop 1 director in your first generation down to the next presidential outside of the strongest enrollment leg and earn 1 trip. Okay, let me decipher that one. I had to sit with that one for a while till I figured it out. So what you want to look at is your biggest leg. Who is your biggest leg? And you have to develop, it's not from your, I don't want to say leg, I want to say enrollment leg. Because we all have 2 legs, a left and a right, but we've sponsored more than 2 people.
I wouldn't go into too much detail.
Okay. On this. So you want to look at developing a director outside of your strongest enrollment leg and support them in staying qualified as director for 4 weeks. And then you earn 1 trip. If you want to earn 2 trips, you have to have 2 new directors. So that is what's really important, that you can qualify for this if you go for it. So you've got to look at who in your team wants to be a director, and you got to get the volume. 50,000 points is a lot of volume. So I just wanted to briefly go over that. And you can take a look at all the other specifics that relate. That's the important one. Gregory,
yeah, my suggestion is recognize this is a team sport, LifeWave. And so make a decision. You know, decision has magic in it because, you know, things happen based on decision. So make a decision if you want to be on one of these trips, and let your up team, let your sponsor, your enroller, your upline leaders know, you know, kind of go public with it and ask for their support and clarification, you know. So any one of you, I truly believe could be on the incentive trip to Cancun. And some of you I know we will see on the Greek Isles cruise. And you just need to let us know, let your upline know. And if you need clarification on any of these qualifications, your
reach out.
Your senior ranking upline members will be able to help you on that.
Yeah. And there's another interesting point. Because of who you are and where you come from, I know many of you are much more motivated by helping someone else than yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're talking to your people, and realize that, because I know a few of the people that I'm working with that are wanting to go on this are more motivated by helping someone else. So let your people know what you're going for also, because they will work even harder for you than for themselves many times. I'm working with a few people right now, and I know their motivation is not about themselves. And it's beautiful. They're selfless servants. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. And here we have those qualifications to become a new executive director. So let's say you don't make it, okay? Let's say you don't make it, but you're going for it. Guess what? You have got some amazing momentum in your business because you're going for it. And so there you have it. And I'm looking in the chat here. I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to let Gregory take over in the chat. And so.
Well, I'm going to bring the call to a close also by just playing this video because I want to see it, the Greek Isles video. So hold on here. Wow. Well, I can honestly say in my 35 years in network marketing, I've never seen a company more generous than LifeWave and more aligned with our lifestyle. So I think we'll bring this call to a close. If you'd like to unmute yourself and say farewell, this is a good time to do it.
Farewell.
Farewell. Great call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Gregory.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful day, everybody.
Can't wait to see you all on the trips.
Thanks
for the
info. See you on the trip.
All right. That's what I want to hear.
Thank you.
I'm going for it.
Yes. Hey, Gregory, it's Helen. I just wanted to say our team is making a vision board, and we're going to do the gold medalist Marilyn's talk and kind of, start to do visualizations and buy new bathing suits that we're going to wear there. So I recommend it. Let's make some vision boards.
Awesome.
Guys, I'm
Great
looking
idea.
at the videos. and it's 12 degrees and snowing out, I want to go.
Yeah, we're going to be ready for a warm vacation. Okay, thanks everyone.
Thanks for the
Have a
info.
great day.
Yeah.
Have a great week.
Bye-bye.